I'm Teresa, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to create some simple masks using scraps of card or paper to create some layered gel prints that we're then going to turn into some fun modern Christmas cards and matching envelopes like those on the desk below. Whether you're a complete beginner or an experienced crafter, it's a fun project to do. Use your own colour combinations. They don't have to be Christmas themed. I'm just going with the season that we're in now and we're heading towards Christmas. But these would be perfect for birthday cards, thinking of you cards, any sort of occasion, male or female. Absolutely wonderful, fun, something a little bit different. I'm going to clear these out of the way and I'll get set up and show you how to do it. As always, I'm going to give a quick rundown of what I'm using today. I have my 5x7" gel plate here, my Jelly Arts brand gel printing plate. It's a size that suits me. If you've got a 6x6, that will be fine. If you've got a larger one, that's fine. We're going to be cutting these prints up, so feel free to do a couple of large prints and then cut them down. Indeed, if all you've got is one of the very small 3x5" plates, absolutely fine. You'll still be able to do something. Just remember to maybe adjust the scale of the masks that you cut out. If you've got a smaller plate, you might want to work with smaller shaped masks. But you'll get different effects by experimenting with different shapes and sizes. I'm using a selection of acrylic paint today. They're all deco art paints. Some of the Americana brand, like this one here, I've got white, cadmium yellow, and then the others are deco art, but they're the Crafters Acrylic brand. And I've got Christmas red, navy blue, holiday green, and spar blue. There's not a lot of difference between the Americana and the Crafters Acrylic. It's a slightly different colour range. I find the Americana is sometimes a slightly thicker consistency, but I don't know if that's me just imagining it. But basically I've chosen a couple of sets of colours. I'm going to be working, I think, with a Christmassy theme today, just because it's the end of October and I'm thinking about making a few more just last minute quick cards in case I find that I run out and I need a few spares. So I'm sort of going for a red, yellow, green or a sort of blue and white, which I'm hoping will give me a bit of a Christmassy vibe when I'm working. I've also got a brayer. Again, speedball brayer that I use most of the time now. I've got that. I've got some paper here. This is just it's from a sketchbook. It's like 160 GSM white sketchbook paper. That's absolutely fine. I don't want anything too thick because I'm going to be cutting it out and popping it on things, but whatever. You can indeed, if you've just got some prints that you think would look nice using the technique that we use to finish these projects, go ahead and use the prints that you've got. I say I'm never too fussed about what paper I'm using. I don't like it too thin, I don't like it too thick. I always just go for something somewhere in the middle, reasonably smooth texture, and it all seems to work really well. Other than that, I have some water, paper towel, baby oil for cleaning my plate, some scrap paper here off to the side if I need to just roll off a bit of excess paint off my brayer. And then I've just got some, this is a little heavier paper, maybe perhaps sort of 300 GSM, a lightweight card that I'm going to create my masks with. I want something that's going to withstand being used a few times, so I didn't want anything too flimsy. So I've got that as well. I've also got a couple of envelopes here that I might print on to just make some coordinating envelopes. We'll see. But today's more about just showing you how you can take a few simple masks, layer them with a couple of different colours of acrylic paint and create some fun abstract designs that will then be really useful for creating gift cards, little notelets, gift tags, decorated envelopes, that sort of thing. So before I set my plate up, I just wanted to go ahead and draw out my masks. Well, you could draw, or I'm actually just going to cut out freehand, I think. And I'm just going to fold this piece of card. Then I'm going to take myself a pair of scissors and cut a roughly semicircular shape. And then I'm going to cut the middle out of that And when we open that up, we've got this nice sort of random oval. Don't want to waste this as well. So let's cut the middle out of that. We've now got a smaller oval. Could use this little piece as well if I wanted to. I'm going to cut myself something a slightly shallower shape this time. This one's going to make a more round shape rather than an oval. So we've got that one. Shall I leave that like that or cut the middle out? Let's leave that like that. And indeed, let's do another circle like so. We could create some just circles, so using what's left on this piece here, just cut some sort of random oval circle shapes. And I think we've got enough little masks there just to create ourselves some layered designs. Don't overthink it too much, don't worry too much about them being super accurate. If you want to draw circles, cut them out, but I prefer just to sort of let it be a little bit more random. So we'll get my plate out and we'll get set up ready to start printing. So I'm going to begin by putting some paint down on my plate. And I think I'm going to start off with this spar blue, this nice pale blue. Just spraying it out to cover the plate. And I'm going to put down some of these masks. I think that will do. Take my piece of paper . And create our first layer. Carefully remove your masks. I'm not going to clean this off the plate. I'm going to leave this little bit of patterning. I don't know whether it will show too much. There's not a lot of the paint left. And I'm going to be going over now with a darker colour, but no need to wash this off if you don't want to. So I'm going to pop a bit of the navy blue on. Replace these masks down in a different position. Again, not really thinking too much about where to put them, just filling the space in. And I'm going to take the same piece of paper and print a second layer. like so. And I love how you get the different shapes overlapping. Once again, I'm going to remove these masks. This time I'm going to take some white paint. Spray over the plate. And I'm going to take a different piece of paper. I'm not putting any masks on this time. I'm going to see if I can just pull up any of those sort of remaining patterning from the previous layers. And that's created a really nice sort of layered ghost print there. So it's a total contrast to what we had on our original print. I'm going to give it just a quick wipe over. I don't think there's much left on my plate, but I'm just going to switch to the other colours now. So just going to pull off any blue paint that might just sort of be lurking on there. And this time I'm going to begin, I think, with the yellow.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes.
One last thing that I will show you is those envelopes that I got out at the beginning. Now we could decorate those with bits of the prints we've just done. We can tear or cut and collage them onto the envelopes. But you could print directly onto the envelope. And I think it would be nice to do it with a sort of a masked edge. So I'm just going to tear a scrap of paper here. And I'm going to put some paint. I'm going to do one red, yellow and green envelope. I'm going to do one blue one. So let's begin with a bit of blue paint. I'm not going to cover the entire plate. I only want to do a small section. So I'm going to put my piece of paper there. Put a couple of these masks in place. And then taking my envelope, I want to print along the edge. So I'm going to pop that down on there. Just put a piece of paper over the top because I've got paint on my hands. And that's created a little fun border down the edge. Now we can indeed do another layer. If I just peel that back slightly. And pop some of the lighter blue colour down. Yeah, and just replace that mask. Replace these back in a slightly different position. Put my envelope back. And now we've created another layer on the top. I could do a white layer as well, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. I quite like that effect. Still plenty of room to address the envelope if you need to. I'm just going to take these off. I'm going to clean this off, I don't need it. And we'll do our other envelope. That will be our final printing.
With pins and patches, we carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Oh, yeah. Felt impossible in my bones, like getting.
And there's our lovely pattern border. Again, just a nice, quick and easy way to jazz up some envelopes. Just to sort of coordinate them with what's going to be inside. So as a quick recap of what we've got, we have our 3-layered print. This one I started with the darkest colour and worked towards light. We have our lovely 3-coloured red, yellow, green. Again, another 3-layered blue one. This one where I used a ghost print as the base and then worked into it. This print that we did first, it was just the 2 layers, nice and crisp and clear. And then this ghost print that I've just left as it is because I think it's really, really pretty. So as you can see, we've got quite a selection there. We've got our 2 envelopes. I do also, actually, I had that other print that I salvaged. I'll probably use that another day. So I'm going to clear all this out of the way, and I shall come back and show you a couple of simple ways of using these prints. So here we are with a few finished projects. I've done 2 cards with the blue, 2 cards with the red, so that to coordinate with those envelopes that we did. This one here, I cut a triangle of my print, matted it onto a little red card, die cut the word Christmas and popped that on there, and I think that's a really nice, simple and effective card. This one here, I used that lovely ghost print that we got, just matted that onto a little white card and then used a navy blue card blank, die cut the word Christmas from blue and stamped the word happy. Another one of the red and green prints, this one that we began with the ghost print in the background and then layered over the top. Again, just die cut the word Christmas in gold, matted that print onto some red card and created a nice, simple and effective card. And finally, this one here, I trimmed a piece of the print down, tore the edge down one side, popped that onto some white card and then onto a pale blue card blank, die cut the word Christmas from navy blue and stamped the word happy again. And these just, you know, they make such a pretty little combination with the matching envelopes. You could make some gift tags as well. If you were giving a gift, make a small gift tag to coordinate. You've got the entire set there, and I think that's really nice. For anyone who's interested, the Christmas die is by Gina K Designs. It's just called Christmas. Cuts that out beautifully. I stamped the word happy. It's actually a happy birthday stamp on this Gina K Designs set of stamps. This is called Inspiration Mosaic, but just masked off the word happy, and then I die cut it with one of these little pink and main sentiment strip dies. But really nice, easy and effective way to create some lovely arty cards. I've gone with the Christmas theme. You don't have to. These would be great for a little set of thinking of you, gift cards, birthday cards, any occasion, suitable for male or female, and just a great way of using up those prints that you've got. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you've seen how easy it is to create some simple masks and then some layered prints and then turn those into some finished projects. This time of year, any of you that maybe do craft fairs, these would be ideal. I have lots of paper left from those prints. I could easily make a dozen or so cards or more from those few prints that we did today. So you could create some lovely little sets of cards and matching envelopes to sell at a craft fair. Would be quite an inexpensive item to produce. So as always, if you did enjoy the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all those other things. Leave me a comment down below. Check out the playlist of all the printing videos I've got if you want to see what else I've been doing if you're new to the channel. But I shall see you again soon. Bye.